We are here live at the World Center of Racing for the Aaron's 500, the first race of the second season of the USARC Aaron's Pro Cup Series. Here in the booth with Luke Evans, and we're set to get going here today for the first race of the second season. What do you think about this field? Obviously, a lot of stories. We saw a very exciting racing at the duels. Should be a very interesting one here today.
Yeah, very dramatic end to duel number 2 especially. Some cars getting in by the skin of their teeth, for example, Lotus Disburrito rounding up the field today, getting in on owner's points. But it was a really interesting set of duels actually, because the two front row sitters won their duels. So clearly some good pace in those Fords.
I mean, it was very clear watching the duels that SSR is going to be a threat this race. I mean, they looked like the team to beat. The only other car that looked remotely close to them was that 15 of Ricky Freeman Jr., who rolls off 4th today.
Yeah, I think it would be a really good story if Ricky Freeman Jr. won here today. He's yet to win a race. He's come so close before. And this is arguably the biggest race of the season, so it'd be really good for him to pick something up here today. But that being said, I wouldn't count out Justin Whitmer either, starting deep in the field. I wouldn't count out any of those SSR Fords, or even, for example, Jacques Rigel ran well in his duel. He was really the only one who led significantly other than the SSR cars or the BPM cars. So it's going to be a challenge to beat those two teams today. But I think as well, Daniel Boyles as well, starting in 3rd. He's got a fast race car as well. So really looking forward to this.
I mean, this is one of those racetracks like here at Daytona and Talladega, where we'll go later in the year, where you just can't count anybody out. The draft is the greatest equalizer. Sure, some teams are still stronger than others, but you can go up there and you can pass those guys if you have a good enough car and a good enough run. It'll be very, very interesting to see how that draft is used today, and if anyone can use it to actually beat these SSR cars or beat these BPM cars.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit of teamwork for sure, and that's going to be really key. But yeah, we've got 60 laps ahead of us, and anything can happen. It was quite a clean set of dual races, actually, so that will make it quite an interesting precedent. But yeah, really looking forward to getting going here shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this could be, however, a lot more chaotic than the duels. I mean, a couple of big things. No, obviously, 40 cars have a lot more energy than 25 do. And also, it's unlike the 500 last year. It's sunny out here today. This track's gonna be slick. Last year it was cloudy, a lot of grip in the racetrack. It's not gonna be like that today. It's gonna be very interesting to see how these guys cope with that for the first time in a pack of 40 cars. Like, this is the first time everybody's been around each other.
Yeah.
This speed weeks.
And last year we only had 30 cars take the field, take the green flag. So we've never actually had 40 cars here at Daytona before. So it's going to be slippery. It's going to be energetic. There's a lot of energy with 40 cars, a lot more energy than just 25 or 26. So a real different kettle of fish than anything these guys have seen so far.
Well, we're about to get ready to go trackside here in just a moment to get to command. It's going to be 60 laps, 40 drivers, biggest race of the season, biggest payout of the season, and it should be an absolute treat to watch.
Drivers, start your engines.
A lot of noise there as these 40 cars fire up. A lot of crowd noise as well here. Big crowd on hand today. Everybody rolling here now, and obviously 40 drivers, 40 chances to win. Should be one hell of a show. And who do you think is the favorite to win here today?
I think the favourite is the man on the pole, to be honest. Fastest car in single car qualifying, fastest car in race pace as well. I think he's without that favourite. I think another favourite would be obviously the man to his outside, and also the man in the row behind Ricky Freeman Jr. I think where a lot of those cars starting up front are, it's a good gauge of where a lot of them could be in 60 lap time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and this is going to be an interesting race here. Obviously, you can't do 60 laps on a tank of fuel here at Daytona, so we will see pit stops at some point today. Whether it's under green or yellow, that remains to be seen. As everybody heading towards turn 3. getting ready to start a new season of USARC racing.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one, hopefully. We've got 17 races this year, more than last week. We've got a bigger field than last year as well. And there's just so much potential this season in USARC. I'm glad to have everyone here with us.
As the pace car continues to go through 3 and 4, coming towards the pit road where it'll take that sharp left turn to dive off and leave it in the hands of Luke Evans and Bandic Murdo to 4. 40 drivers, 60 laps. That is going to be a very tight one. It's over 100 miles. Here we go. Luke Evans coming to the green alongside Bandic Murdo. And we are racing at Daytona for the first time in Season 2.
Good jump there from the 10.
And not a good jump from the 0-2 of Voiles. That's going to leave Evans without help here for now. Wonder if Murdo will try to dive in behind him. Not going to yet.
They're already 3 wide.
Down the back for the first time. It's going to take everybody about a full lap to get up to speed.
Here comes Voiles into second.
A big run from the 0-2. 3 wide already throughout the pack. Voiles on the charge. He's pushed by Kyra Sustrai. Here comes Daniel Sells in that black and white Dodge. Off of 4, though. I think it's going to be Luke Evans leading lap 1.
That's exactly what he'll want to see in the back of his mirror now. It's his teammate in the 11.
Yeah, Sustrai's got a really good run, though, here down in turn number 1. I think he wants to lead for himself.
He's not waiting about at all. He's came from a few rows back. Here he comes to the lead on lap 2.
Yeah, pushed by Sells. There's Matthew Huber, Miles Mashburn, that unsponsored car, 4th in line.
These guys really stacked up already here. There goes Patrick underneath Mashburn.
Yeah, Patrick was the only one of the 4 shock point cars to make the race this weekend. Obviously not a good duel for them, but Patrick's looked pretty racy here so far in Speed Weeks and could be a dark horse, Fred, as already Bobak Fox kind of struggling to keep up with the draft.
Yeah, that is a strange one there. He is fallen back only on lap 2, and you'd expect all 40 cars really to be able to stay in the draft if they don't have any damage.
Yeah, I mean, look at how spread out they are. They're already getting up here at the front. Sustrai just pulling away almost from the 92 of Sells.
Yeah, and Sells just getting pulled along. He's facing a fairly healthy gap to the 44 behind him. Look at Evans as well on the high line. He's actually holding his own fairly well.
Yeah, KJ Hayes with a great start here. That's that 45 family-owned team. Brand new team for this year. Raced his way into the duel. Raced his way into the 500 through the duel. Pushed now by Riley Spurleytube in that very bright but very unsponsored number 8.
Yeah, it's a real standout scheme. It's a very colourful, one of the favourite schemes, I would have to say, in the field. And Spurley really unlucky not to get sponsorship this year for Daytona Motorsports. However, he is still very good odds picking up a victory at some point this season. Maybe today. We'll have to find out in 56 lap time.
In Daytona Motorsports, they have a lot of momentum heading in this race. They're coming off. They have that crown of being the most recent winner in USARC. They won in Miami at the end of last year. So that's certainly something that they can ride into this season, as 00 going to push it to 8 here.
Yeah, and they've shown decent pace as well, Daytona Motorsports in Speed Weeks. Even Eric Monaco in the part-time number 12 car has managed to race his way into the show, so all 4 of their entries have made it. Yeah, really good showing for them on their home race.
Yeah, Sustrai getting to drag around the field here. He's got the top 6 or so all single file. Spurleytube seems to want to go, though, here. He's not going to let that happen, though. Slams the door on 8.
We saw this in duel number 1. We saw really strung out racing early on. And then they all condensed up again, like an accordion. So I expect we'll see a much more condensed pack at some point. I think they're 4 wide in the back there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like Bandic Murdo making an aggressive move early. Ooh, boy. This might get tight.
There's Gutierrez on the inside of Rigel. They've got plenty of room to make it work, though, so I think they're going to be okay.
And Murdo's going to be able to squeeze up there in front of Justin Patrick, and he'll clear up. So, a bit of a scare there for everybody, but it's going to be sorted out just fine. As this one car, that's Cameron Brennan in the car now. Obviously, we're wishing the best for Madison Rimmel here. but Cameron Brennan now the full-time driver of the number 1 Bosch Ford.
Yeah, and he's getting good help from Justin Whitmer behind last season's runner-up. 2 very fast cars there, and he's going to make a move on Sells as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think Brennan should be able to get the spot here. He's got that 4 horsepower under the hood. Obviously, a couple people, although maybe not actually here,
No,
didn't have any help.
Yeah, Whitmer stayed high. Here comes Anthony Greenman now on the inside.
I say Whitmer might regret that because I don't think Greenman's going to be too keen to let him in line.
No, especially when there's 4 full send racing cars all lined up on the inside.
Yeah, a lot of Dodges up here towards front now. You got Selson and those 4 full send cars. So Dodge showing up with some good speed here. Here comes Brennan. I think he's going to get Self this time.
And they're 4 wide just behind. Here's Seth Morgan, who got pushed wide by this burrito.
Boy. Yeah, I think Matthew Huber was very smart to back out of that one there. That could have ended very badly here on lap number 7.
Ustrai who still leads, but Brennan looks to have a run here.
Yeah, I think they're 4 wide again, though, back there, possibly. That's the 52. They're going to sort it out. 52 right there of Gutierrez has been really aggressive here early.
Yeah, some big moves, but they seem to have been paying off so far. Obviously, he's kept it clean, and they're really starting to condense back up in the middle of the pack. But look at these 3 really pulling away here from Anthony Greenman.
Yes, that's about 4 tenths there. They pulled away almost. So that's a pretty big.
Seconds almost.
This 92 has got a really good car.
Yeah, back underneath Cameron Brennan, but he just can't seem to get the final move done on Kyler Sustron again. But it looks like, yeah, Bovak Fox has lost this pack early on, so a really tough break for that 70-14.
I mean, listening to the car there, it just didn't sound very good either. As these cars sound a lot different than they did in the duels. I think they've definitely been turned up to the max for the 500. As Sustrai continues to lead here, single file top 6.
Here comes Brennan again on the 92.
Yeah, very, very fast here is that one car.
But
pushed by Reese Kupski in the 40. Seth Morgan's going to ditch Kupski, though.
That was a late move, and I was going to say that Brennan had a lot of cars lined up behind him to help him, but Kupski, moved out of the way.
Monaco got really tight there in the middle of 1 and 2 in that 12 car.
We keep the nose down. That's Peter Onjak, who started back in 30th right behind. They're going to go 4 wide.
Oh boy, I mean, we know people were talking about aggressive driving in the duels. Some people got upset about it. A lot of the drivers were not happy, but they're going to sort it here, just about.
It's nice and clean there. Eric Monaco managing to stay on the inside line in that number 12 Daytona Motorsports entry. But look at that, Seth Morgan in the part-time car for FSR, up into 3rd as this SSR duo leading very nicely right now.
I mean, it's very early here, but these 2 look like the 2 to beat right now. Specifically, that number 11 of Kyra Sustrai looking very hard to pass.
And we know that SSR are a good team, but they just seem on these super speedways to just have that extra edge over the rest of the competition. They set their cars up so well. But look at that.
Here comes Brennan. Here comes Morgan.
And there we have it. Can he get to the 1 in time?
I think he's there. Oh, he's there. He's going to get him.
Yeah, with help from RFJ pushing along. And there's Iri Ramashko there as well.
Yeah, great run so far for Ramashko here in that blue and orange, number 77. 3 wide at the stripe, almost. Yes, it will be.
Here comes RFJ.
Morgan led that lap, and I don't think he's going to lead the next one. Ricky Freeman Jr. on the charge. Look at Ramashko.
Yeah, the 77's having a look there. He's got lots of help behind him. They're really formed up well on the inside.
Daniel Voiles back up to the front. Justin Patrick back up here. Riley Spurley too. Patrick possibly looking for. Oh
I don't
boy,
think Spurley has to run to get underneath. Voiles now into 2nd, however.
A good run there by Voiles to get underneath of the 77 from Mashko. As Freeman Jr. continues to lead. Pack, though, mostly 3 wide, a little bit 2 wide further back.
They're very formed up right now compared to what we saw in the earlier laps. Look at Spurley now looking to get inside of Justin Patrick, his former teammate.
Yeah, as the new team this year for Justin Patrick. Daytona Motorsports, he was not re-signed by them, so he moves over to Shock Point Racing this year. And he's the only representative of Shock Point Racing here today, so but he's got a lot of Chevys around him right now. So that's going to help him out.
Yeah, and do you know what? He actually had a really impressive season at Daytona Motorsports. It was part-time and he finished, I think it was 14th in the standings off the top of my head. But a really impressive showing last season from Justin Patrick. CarQuest have come over with him to SPR, so that should be a very well-oiled machine that season, the number 33 CarQuest Chevrolet.
Yeah, that's Ricky Freeman Jr. continues the lead here, single file first 6. Riley Spurley wants to go. Once again, he's been pretty aggressive here with these moves into turn 1.
Good stuff there. Mars Mashburn now behind. We've not seen much of him, and same can be said for Stephen Cologne, Spurley's teammate.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't. Stephen Cologne's coming off of that win in Miami last year. He's the most recent winner in USARC. That's some good momentum to carry into this year, and we haven't really seen him up front before this, but he's up here now.
More cars losing the draft. It looks like Jacques Regel here is going to fall off this pack.
Yeah, that surprised me because that 50 car looked really good in its duel.
He was really good in duel number 1. Led a lot of laps. Was really a standout other than Murdo and Evans and RFJ. So yeah, real shock here.
Yeah, possibly maybe something wrong under the hood of that car. Is Wyatt Wilkinson on the move here?
He's got his teammate Stillwolf just a few cars back as well.
Yeah, it was a pretty good duel for AFM, all things considered. I mean, all 3 of them made the race. 2 of them were very much in need of a good finish in the duel, and they all got it. As Wilkinson's going to go free wide for second.
Got no help behind, so he can't really go that extra step further right now. That 15 just looks so formidable right now.
I mean, we saw Ricky Freeman Jr. in duel number 2 yesterday. He looked like the car to beat, and he lost the lead late to Ben McMurdo, but he's clearly got it back now, and that car looks very, very strong.
Here comes Hubert. We've seen a lot of him up front already.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough season last year for Matthew Hubert. They just couldn't get the consistency down on that 44 car, but showing some really good speed here right now in this first race of the season. As I might be 4 wide back there with the 64 of Joe Zeller and 99 of. Ooh, boy, I think they're going to sort it.
Yeah,
they're going to sort.
Oh, not back there.
Yeah, Luke Evans wants to get back up to the front. This might be a little bit aggressive, though.
Going to work underneath the 07 of Nicolas Santiago. And this is TGR's first race here at Daytona. The 07 and the 08 both making the show after some controversy, it must be noted, in the off-season. However, they look to put that past them now and get on with the task at hand.
I mean, they've definitely been, I think, the most talked about team this offseason, despite not even running a race last year. But it'll be interesting to see how they do, and it's so far been a decent enough debut from them. I mean, getting both cars in the field was a big first step. Zane Martin on board here. Haven't really talked about him yet, but he's up towards the front now, trying to run out Ricky Freeman Jr. for the lead.
Yeah, he's clearly lined up well. He's got Luna Bennington just behind. Now we're going forward with RFJ. Can't see much from him.
Martin's got a pretty good run actually here up 4.
Recovering well here.
The stall out, it looks like, right there. So it's RFJ, Bennington, Martin, Bennington. That's Christian Vargas back there in the 0, and then Joe Zeller in the 64, your top 5. So not a lot of Toyotas up here to help this 15.
No, and that could wreak havoc.
Here comes Bennington.
And yeah. Got no help.
No help. Might have it now, though, because here comes Justin Whitmer.
Had a big run on the inside there. Wow.
Ooh, boy, that is sketchy back there, though, in that big pack.
They're actually pulling away slightly. Here's KJ Hayes with a run.
You see Luke Evans charging back up for this pack now, and that number 10 led laps early on, lost to Kyler Soustry. He's coming back now, though.
We haven't seen much of him at all, really, which is a surprise after how himself and the SSR cars all did during their duels. But he's on his way back up now. He may be someone who can challenge this 15 car for the lead, as is that 18 machine.
I was going to say, Justin Wimmer very well could have said, whoa, boy, here comes the 07.
A very aggressive move. It may be a bit of payback. He's not pulled up well at all here. So
I guess Because Evans put the 07 4 wide earlier, and I don't think Santiago liked that very much.
No, not at all. And he's going to fall out of the inside line here to John McFadden.
That 07 looks fast, but it does look very, very squirrely. As here comes Justin Wimmer for the top spot.
With help from KJ Hayes, and ironically, it's the 07 behind Hayes as well.
I mean, I guess the Toyotas have found each other here. Question is, are they actually going to help each other?
Look at this John McFadden now to the inside of Santiago, but he's got no help at all. Here comes
have
KJ
helped me
Hayes.
fairly now. Big run out of 45. Impressive pass here.
He's going to get that thing into the lead as Lexi Herman had a run on the middle. But here comes Nicolas Santiago.
TGR trying to lead their first laps. Not going to be this time by. Hayes will lead his. Oh boy. Left the door open there for McFadden. This is getting crazy now.
This is getting very sketchy here as we reach 1/3 of the way through.
And these cars are getting lighter because there's less fuel in them. Everyone's getting more confident they can make aggressive moves.
Burley's blocking low. Does Murdo go lower?
Not quite. Oh, he might. Thought a 0.8 down there.
Look at these guys all formed up there.
Well, we had a couple laps of an SSR car BPM leading, and I guess Ben McMurdo thought, no, we should be back up there.
And look how easily he's cleared the field. Lotus Espirito now into second. I wonder if he will be able to do anything about that 01 car.
Yeah, defending winner of this race here, so it was Santa 52 poking. Oh boy.
That's sketchy stuff there from Angel Gutierrez. Another aggressive move from the 52. He has a job to do, and he is certainly fulfilling that task right now. He's going to move up into third. He's got now Brennan underneath as well. Because as he Greenman all the way down.
I think Brennan was trying to block the 4 because the 4 wanted to go 4 wide right there.
Yeah, he did. But it's not.
I think Brennan's just thinking, get me back up to this 0-1 car.
Brennan's got
top 2 trying to pull away.
Speed.
How these guys been racing here? It's a miracle we've kept it clean for 21 laps.
Yeah, they're very bunched up right now, but with the tyre wear coming into factory as well, possibly. There goes Brennan. What a run that is.
Big run. Yeah, wow. He might be able to get by Murdo here as well, too.
He maced it all out, though, and will that open up the door for Anthony Greenman, who's got a bit of space in front of him. Bobak Fox is already getting lapped here.
Yeah, that's not good for Bobak here, because obviously there is a free pass payment with the 50 also off the pace a little bit. That's all of a sudden something that's a little bit was here comes Greenman for the lead.
Yeah, he's going to get it done.
Ooh, the 12 trying to squeeze in there. The 00 is trying to block.
He's made it work. All those SSR cars now shafted to the outside. Will Bobak Fox cause any issues here? As
yeah, but look at the run the one's got.
He's going to get around the outside.
Oh, he's going to try to at least. He might get blocked by Bobak Fox.
Here comes Eric Monaco now on the inside.
Or Greenman might get blocked by Bobak.
Yeah, he is, and that's going to give Cameron Brennan the lead of the Aaron's 500.
I think Fox is just trying to stay out of everybody's way right now.
Not done a great job of that.
Oh, Zachary DeLello.
He's gone underneath the 12, but he's not had the run to continue. Look at that, Murdo's been able to get round as well.
Look at the run, one's guy here off of 4. Just going to shoot right underneath of him.
They make it look easy, those SSR cars. They really do.
Impressive just how good they are.
Fox is really a bit of a hindrance right now. He's not able to get up to speed.
Gonna allow Brennan to hop right back in line actually here, right in front of Eric Monaco.
He goes straight inside, however. He's got a big push from behind.
Oh boy, this could be interesting here. They'll sort it back out though. Yeah, DeLello's got a really nice push here from the 3. He's got a pretty good gap up to the 01. He might have a good run here off of 4.
Got to time it right. He's just stood out behind him.
Yeah, so he's not going to be able to jump down to the inside here. See 2 of the AFM cars trying to push Ishard. That's the 80 and the 66.
looks like Dallas Miller struggling here to stay on the pack. They're 4 wide. Well, they very
Oh.
nearly were.
Yeah, because that was Huber and Cell still sorted out, though, luckily here. Big run.
Yeah,
Big
Onjak
block.
helping Roach Rockfield. Still shut the door, but couldn't keep the car down on the inside.
I mean, Cyril tried to shut the door. I think the 66 was trying to shut the door on Jack, but just ran out of space to try and help his teammate. As here comes the 3 of Stephen Colon for second.
They can spread out this front pack, are they? They may risk being shafted here by the rest of the pack when they gather enough momentum.
Yeah, a lot of free wide still. Big shove coming from the 66. Roach Rockfield, big push from Peter on Jack.
Gonna go straight underneath the 3. Here comes Sells, lots of shuffling around on the back straightaway. And Rockfield's going to very comfortably assume second place here.
Yeah, the question is, though, with that big gap up to the 0-1, can Rockfield time this run right?
Here comes Sells, who had a very fast car early on. Can he challenge that 0-1?
It's going to be tough to. Not a lot of cars can be able to challenge these SSR cars so far.
Burley just got moved out of the way there by Daniel Boyles, a big run on the 0-2.
Yeah, because he Boyles once again making his way back up to the front here. Getting busy once again here. Look at Luna Bennington.
And there goes
Here comes Sells for the lead.
With help from his alliance partner, teammate, Steph Morgan.
I mean, you see Murdo able to hang in there on the outside, though, but he doesn't have the help.
He's not going to have a
Here
lap
comes
car helping
Morgan.
this time. There's no one on the inside right now.
Maybe that's going to change here in a second. Look at Voiles looking free wide. Oh,
He didn't have the
boy.
run.
Not quite. Morgan should be able to get the lead here because he just how good of a pusher that 0-1 car is, too, because Sells is just able to hang out there. Morgan going to try and clear.
He's going to cover the high side, but has he cleared the low side? Are they going to go 4 wide?
4 wide. That's Justin Patrick with a big shot from Luna Bennington. For the lead.
It's going to work.
Bennington. What a run by Justin Patrick. Rockfield's still really tight.
Contact.
Oh, boy.
There was contact. Rockfield into the 0-2, but they've kept it clean. Wow.
Don't know how we didn't just see a massive wreck right there. That could have been huge. Because 4 wide for the lead here, that does not usually end well.
I think the joke is being used up here.
As everybody trying to stay aggressive here. Lucy Bankton trying to block Ricky Freeman Jr.
Oh, it's all happening now.
Whitmer oh boy.
Whitmer's in a
Luke
very
Evans on the
difficult
inside,
position.
4 wide, 4x4 here. Oh, big wreck. Oh. Roach Rockfield on his side.
It's the big one.
Whitmer's in it. Bennington sliding down. Oh, the 92's in it. Sells is in it. He had a really good car. Spurley Tube's in it.
It was Rockfield on his side, and he's continued to.
There's Rockfield. I don't see how much nose damage. He could be okay here, but as RFJ leads him back at the line, that's a big break if you're Rigel or Box, as they'll be back on the lead lap. But took him 30 laps, but eventually the big one did strike.
And we'll just wait to see if they'll have pit stops here before we take a look.
I would assume they would. I mean, it's a 60-lap race here. It's hard to make 60 laps at Daytona. As Ricky Freeman Jr., though, obviously gets the lead back from Justin Patrick here, coming to the line, just barely. So your top 5 right now here, Ricky Freeman Jr., Justin Patrick, Luke Evans, Lexi Herman, and KJ Hayes.
So, are my eyes deceiving me? But our ticker.
Yeah, it says the 53 is ahead of 10, but Luke Evans is clearly pulled ahead of Lexi Herman.
We'll see if these guys pit, and then we'll check that out for you along with a replay of the accident. But I can't see anyone
It
pitting
says,
until you get back to
oh,
Aidan Martin, who's going to
yeah,
lead
and
some
Martin.
cars down. A lot of those would have been the cars who were involved in the
And Martin,
accident.
Seth Morgan, Miles Mashburn,
Roach Rockfield's
Daniel
still going
Boyles.
here.
Yeah, but you're going to see the back end of that 66 is pretty torn up.
They put damage to Daniel Boyles, Miles Mashburn, Seth Morgan. Those
And
are all
Morgan clearly
teams
got
who
the
could
wall.
have, who could have done with really staying out of that.
And you see the 0 to 42's got a little bit of damage.
Very quick from the 41. I think that might have just been a splash of fuel.
Yeah, maybe Ian Martin thinks that he was short. They ripped the rear bumper off the 66. He'll go back out there.
Very interesting stuff from Aidan Martin's crew. That could be a move which defines this race. Most cars look okay, fairly minor repairs and a splash of fuel for most. So we're going to take a quick break and have a look at what brought out your first caution here at Daytona.
You see right here coming down to turn 3 and 4, but he's getting really, really aggressive. And I think they just all just get together.
A wild ride for Roach Rockfield. Miles Mashburn coming spinning up the track from nowhere.
I was going to say, I don't know if he got clipped or what, but he went flying across the racetrack there.
We'll get a few onboards for you as well.
Here's on board the 66 of Roach Rockfield. You see everybody getting really packed, and then just and got really high in the air.
They continued on.
You could see the sky from that camera. That's a bit scary. Here's on board Miles Mashburn. You see them all stacked up 4 wide in front of him. Tries to gas up to get through it, and we got tagged by Spurley.
And he saved it nicely, actually, and carried on.
Getting down to the corner here.
I think Whitmer got into Murdo, who got into Bennington.
I think someone got on the back of the 18 though first.
Yeah, quite possibly. We'll have to take a look.
There's more early too. We see. I think he just gets ran out of room, if I'm totally honest with you here.
Yeah, he has nowhere to really go, and then chaos ensues.
Big hit there on the 72's door. I mean, you see looking down to 3 and 4 right here, they're just all sorts of stacked up.
Yeah, it was just a bit too much. Yeah, and Spurley
Murdo just got clipped.
Yeah.
And then the Martin got a little bit of contact there. Big hit here.
I think everyone behind Whitmer and Self just kind of slowed down and avoided it. Look at Romashko there on the high side, good wreck avoidance. All of those guys seem to be okay.
Disburito, Sustribe.
I think Onjak got it slowed down as well. Same can be said for McKenzie and Kupski. So we'll have to see how this damage impacts certain people on this restart.
We'll be right back in just a moment here. We'll be right back with the restart. Welcome back here from the Daytona International Speedway as we're getting set to go back racing in the Aaron's 500. 33 of 60 laps complete. It's Ricky Freeman Jr. out in front as we're getting ready to go back green here. And we're going to have around 27 laps to go, just over halfway. Just coming off of a large accident here. At least 10 cars involved. So we're about to go back racing, though, here, and we'll see if anyone's got anything for Ricky Freeman Jr. here when we go back racing.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that 10 car. Justin Patrick has been making some aggressive moves as well, which may help him out. But we'll see if they pay off here on this restart.
I expect to see the aggression tick up, though, here in these next 27 laps. Pretty calm for the first 30, then it got really aggressive. That's what I expect to see for the next 27. Back on our way here, though, as Ricky Freeman Jr. with a great restart.
What a run on the outside from the 10.
Patrick's going to just block him right
He's
up to
got
the
no
wall
one.
here. He's going to have no help. Let's see Herman on by, KJ Hayes on by. There's not going to be a hole for a good ways here for that number 10.
But I think he's got a car underneath him that can afford to drop back and just wait.
Everybody getting back up to full speed, possibly 4 wide already.
Oh dear God.
Oh,
Hayes
I think
slots in
they're going to
behind.
sort it. Almost contact though between Patrick and Herman.
And now
New look for left.
Patrick's got no one.
Yeah, nobody helping Justin Patrick here. He's going to fall back in a big way. Steven Colon, though, here on the charge.
He got the run on the 15. None of he's got the help.
Quite. Going to hop back down in front of that's Ben Crouch in the 19. We haven't talked about Ben Crouch at all today.
Yeah, very different look to that Precision Auto Sport car this season. And here comes Cameron Brennan. He looks formidable today.
Yeah, that one car has been one of the fastest cars on that track. Once again, the 52 of Gutierrez peeking underneath of somebody down that back straightaway.
And they're 4 wide.
4 wide. This burrito.
Ooh, that was close. There was nearly contact there.
Yeah, but they'll squeeze by here and they'll sort it back out. I think this burrito's trying to get linked up with the 07 right now. For the most part, but he looks to be relatively able to keep up with this pack.
Yeah, I feel like there's a slight gap forming because you look where Rigel is. There is a gap back from there, and a lot of cars that are in the axe are in that group. So it's still a little early to see if they will be massively off the pace, but still a long way to go. So we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and with that long way to go, we could still see several more wrecks. As big charge on the bottom from Nicholas Santiago, but he doesn't have the help to underneath of Steven Colon.
His teammates coming up shortly behind him. They're 4 wide again.
As Kupski trying to charge, they'll sort it out, looks like here. Got by Blair McKenzie in the 5.
Here comes Gutierrez. Esprito underneath Gutierrez. But Cologne's done a good job of holding second right now.
I will also say, don't look now, but that 01's hooked up with the 11 here, and they are coming back to the front.
I can imagine Murdo, after getting caught up in that accident, he is driving angry, and he will want to be up to the front so badly, especially when he can see another team doing so well.
As big block there from McFadden. Here comes the 11 trying to dive under Kupski.
He's going to make it work. That's very close. 2 lanes.
And that's Herman.
4 wide.
Herman had a nasty crash here a year ago, and thankfully this time she'll get it sorted out.
Look at that, DeLello underneath Disperito.
Yeah, good push here to the 55 from Dustin Jeffrey Perkins. We haven't talked about him at all, but looking racy right now.
Looks like some cars have lost the pack.
Yeah, Riley Spurley, TBC second. Riley Spurley way off here, unfortunately. You see a second little pack here. It's kind of formed at the 66, the 42, the 92, and the 74 is just a miserable day here for Bobak Fox.
Yeah, that car is just not dialed in at all right now.
Yes, I think they got the 50 fixed up, it seems, on this yellow, because Rigel's been charging up here.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to bring you the final 20 laps here at Daytona.
Welcome back here from Daytona. We have a new race leader. It's Kyler Sustry, who made a move on Ricky Freeman Jr. He's charged his way to the front. He's got a teammate behind him. And you see 3 4s in the top 4 right now. Rigel's managed to get his way back up here as well.
Yeah, it looks like that 50 team's unlocked that pace they had in their drill. Really looking strong here. They've really climbed through the pack quickly. Justin Patrick's managed to find himself back towards the front. Daniel Boyle's in a damaged race car. Same could be said for Miles Mashburn now towards the front. But yeah, Murdo now locked behind his teammate. This could be a force to be reckoned with.
And a little update as well. The 8 of Riley Spurley Tube has been disqualified for not meeting pace here. So a very unfortunate end to a car that looked like it could have had a shot to win. Eric Monaco.
He's going to make it work.
That 12 car has just been pushing up off the corners though here. I can't imagine Eric Monaco loves how it's driving right now.
So he might be quite terrifying, actually, especially given what's already happened in this race. Look at these three Fords lined up right now. They are looking very comfortable.
I think Murdo though just has to be wondering here, with 20 laps to go, when does he make a move here? Do you make it early? Do you make it late?
I think he
Like
could
how long
afford
do
to
you
make
push
it
your
early.
teammate for?
Look at
I
how
feel.
close the 50 is. There they go.
Oh, but here comes Rigel. Pushed by
Voiles.
Voiles. That was an aggressive move from Daniel Voiles here, but it was also a very impressive move. Gonna get that second spot here, but he just doesn't have the help. You saw Herman getting tied off of 4 as well. You have to remember, there's some cars out here that have fresh tires on, and a lot of them that don't.
And one of them is Daniel Voiles, and another one of them is Miles Mashburn. That's how they've managed to get themselves to the front so quickly.
Ooh, look at Evans here, big shove from the 10. Rigel just got shafted out there though, to the outside.
Yeah, he'll be hoping to find his way back to the front fairly quickly.
And everybody racing fairly calmly for right now.
There goes Mashburn into second.
Yeah, what a run for Miles Mashburn so far today.
And it's another SSR car behind him. They are relentless.
No matter where you go here, if you're at the front of this race, you know there's going to be an SSR car not very far away that you're going to be the SSR car.
But there goes Gutierrez.
Gutierrez has been really aggressive here, but it's worked out so far.
That's a surprise.
I mean, see that number 52, the green and white car, big shove in the middle of 1-2. He's going to run on Seuss right down the back.
Will the 12 partner up with the 52? No.
I don't think so. Look at Whitmer here, looking possibly underneath the 00. Thinks of it, though.
Oh, and Brennan with a late
Brennan!
move.
Got blocked.
Not going to go for it.
And Eric Monaco was not going to give that one a chance. Everybody getting really tight off of 4 back there.
Tyre wear. This tyre wear will become a factor here. But if you took fresh tyres like Justin Whitmer did, like Seth Morgan did, you may be in a bit of an advantageous position with just 15 laps to go.
As you see Brennan trying to close back in on this 11 car here. He's on the bumper. Doesn't have a run yet.
There goes Brandon Smith. They're 4 wide, nearly.
Not quite. Smith trying to get with his 2 teammates. Can't do it yet. Crouch shuts the door.
Nearly 3 SSR Fords up front.
That is not a sight I would want to see with just 15 laps remaining in this race, because they very well could control this to the very end if they can get all linked up.
They just look so comfortable leading.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now at least Brennan's comfortable pushing Seuss dry.
I think he looked heading into 1, but thought better of it. Like he's looking.
I mean, I think it's too early to make that move right now, because if he makes that move, he's not going to have any sort of SSR help. Because he had the 00s up here, but the 00 hasn't been that strong all day.
Well, there goes Smith.
Yeah, Brandon Smith's at the bottom here. He saw Matthew Hubert step
But
out.
no help at all.
I was going to say, he's not. Now he's going to have Seth Morgan, but too little too late. So right now, at least Kyra Seuss probably leads. Everybody just trying to think. I think right now, I think he's have to try to think of a plan to get these 2 SSR cars out of the way.
But once they do, it's going to be a frenzy because no other cars out here, apart from seemingly the 15, can hold the lead like the SSR cars can.
I think the real other thing you got to think of here, though, is, or you got to hope for, is that these 2 SSR cars start to fight each other. Because, I mean, Cameron Brennan, he's going to want this win.
You think fuel could be a factor, maybe? As here goes Brandon Smith again. And look at that. Evans was in the inside as well. Murdo's coming back here as well.
It's going to be tight on fuel here for sure. Nobody wants to push that 00. I don't think anybody wants to get 3rd SSR car in this top 3.
There's Hubert, Reese Kupski now on the inside. They're really spread out here.
Yeah, everybody just trying to get maybe formed up in the one line almost. But Ira Sustrai leads 14 laps to go.
Look at that. There is no second lane for a while.
mean, right now there's just not enough momentum here for anyone to really make a run at it. Double Zero's trying again. Gonna get ditched, though.
Yeah, he's just giving away his place. Oh, no, he's not.
No.
There's just no room. There's no room for a pusher or anything
Double
on
Zero
that inside down the back straightaway.
Yeah, everybody just clearly might be in panic mode now here because nobody's able to get formed up with one another here. Nobody's able to get a big run going.
It's getting very tense now. 13 laps to go.
Here comes Double Zero this time.
Yeah, that's going to work. And look who's next in line on
Oh boy, that's going to be 5. That could be 5 SSR cars in a row.
That's all 5 of them.
That's the 19 can get down. Not a chance though.
Wow, I did not think I would see this.
5 SSR cars lined up 1st through 5th, although Luke Evans wants to go.
Impatient. And that's going to be all 4 full-time cars now in the top 4 on the inside. But I cannot see all 4 of them working together till the end now. Yeah, there he goes.
I don't think Luke Evans wants to work together. Oh, he's there.
He's going to very quickly move into 2nd.
Now, if you're everybody else here, what do you do? Is the question.
I think you just have to be patient and wait for these guys to start squabbling. They will, and they've already started. Brennan has got no help on the outside. Yeah, it's the first one to get sorted out. Double Zero found its way back in line. Evans, there he goes. The 10.
For the lead.
Sitter.
No help.
Does he even need help? No.
No, he's not going to be helping the corner here either.
Look, Smith's able to get down to help his teammate. Nerdo stuck on the high side. It's Schubert and then Vargas and Hayes now behind on the
Smith inside. Has a run here. Smith has a run off of 4.
They're going to be 3 wide at the line.
Oh, can Evans get down? Just about.
Look at Susrai holding the outside, though.
Yeah, that's that power of that 0-1 car. That's the power of the Double Zero trying to get past the 10. Side by side for the lead. Susrai is just hanging out up there. Can't do it forever, though.
Smith's looking. That is an organised inside line right now.
Smith, but it's going to break up a little bit here. Does he still have that run? No, nearly. Not quite.
Nearly.
Oh, look at Whitmer getting really loose in the middle of the corner there.
And he's just completely lost his spot on the inside line.
Not sure we got hit in the back by the 72, but he just kind of stepped up the hill.
Now Vargas is going to take 2nd spot. 10 laps to go at Daytona.
Question is now, does anyone have anything for Luke Evans here with just 10 to go?
Here comes Lotus Disperito underneath KJ Hayes. The pack is forming back up here.
Yeah, the real question I think also is, do we go 10 laps under green? Riemann looks low, Perkins trying to block. Vargas is able to get down. Evans trying to scoot away, but he's got maybe too far out front.
There goes Greenman.
Big shove, though, here on the 0. Does he have it timed right, though, to dive into 10 to 1?
I don't think he's there yet.
Not quite.
9 laps remaining.
Gonna have to time it out here to get around Luke Evans here. That's gonna be the only way he's gonna beat this 10. Riemann wants to go now.
Perkins thought about it. They're 4 wide behind.
Everyone here trying to get this all sorted out. They're back to 3. Vargas just in the tire tracks with Luke Evans there, but he just can't get a run.
I think he's got to be patient. We saw all 5 SSR Fords at one point on the inside. Eventually it broke up.
Yeah, but there's still 1 left, and that's going to be the hardest one to pass. Herman now is the bumper to 0.
And he's got that space to build a run off of turn 2 and then make a move on the back straightaway.
That's if Herman stays with him, though. I just don't know if she will.
No. He wants to go.
Bonjack trying to charge.
Santiago on the inside as well.
McFadden's been a good pusher all day. He's hooked up with that 14 right now. Pretty good run here from Herman.
Just going to stall out, however.
Looks like it's going to be so tough to pass Luke Evans here in these final 10 laps. Herman's closing.
The runs just seem to break down right at the end. That's the issue. One man who could mount a challenge, it's Peter Onjak.
We know how good this 14 car's been all speed week. Sometimes a little bit too, maybe Onjak's maybe thought's been a little bit too good. He's gotten into a couple incidents. But now with just under 10 laps to go, he's got a shot to win. Look at Herman. Look at Onjak.
3 wide.
Herman had a run on the 10, but got wheezed out by the 07 and the 14.
Here comes Peter Onjak now. John McFadden's able to get back to the inside as well.
My question is, though, what about Ricky Freeman Jr.? Can he mount a charge back up to the front? You see him on the bottom there, but he's a good 10 cars back. And with just 6 laps to go, it's going to be really tough.
Here comes Eli Stillwell.
Everybody's getting really busy here.
Will Stillwell
Caution.
have a car to get past the 10?
Caution now won't end this thing. Everybody getting really aggressive.
They're 3 wide again. Here comes Aidan Martin.
Martin's got fresher tires. You remember he took that splash of fuel.
Yeah. He's got Rigel, who's got a very fast car underneath him.
Evans might have gone really too far out front that time. We'll see. Wilkinson trying to charge. Five to go.
Here.
RFJ yet. Trying to move up. Evans.
I think Martin's closing.
Little bit. Hang on. Hang on a moment here. Gonna come down to if that 50 can stay with him.
Here comes White Wilkinson now into 3rd.
As you see Wilkinson there, gonna sneak underneath the 50. Here comes RFJ back to the front. We know that car can challenge.
Eric Monaco as well. He's been making very aggressive moves all day. Here comes the 15.
I think there's anybody you don't want to see in your mirror if you're Luke Evans. It's Ricky Freeman Jr. And Freeman Jr. is going to have a shot at this here.
He's on a big charge. Here we go.
Good run coming.
I think this could
big
be
run.
it for the 10. He's got a block big. Straight to the inside.
RFJ pops to the bomb. He's got help from Monaco. Monaco could go for it himself.
If he's got the run at the moment.
Right by the 10, though. I don't think Evans could do anything there.
He's going to have 3 to go up the line to hold on.
Monaco's still right on his back bumper, though, here. And here comes Reese Kupski.
I'm going to have to say something. I don't think the 15 can hold a lead as well as those Fords.
Yeah, but it's going to be close here because it's going to come down to if the 12 and the 40 can get linked up enough.
He's right behind the 15.
Monaco's had a really fast car, but he's going to have to find a way around now with just 3 to go. Evans is out of it seems. Going to have to start. Here comes the 5. Here comes Blair McKenzie.
Monaco's right behind, but he just cannot seem to make the run work. Kupski's going to stay in 3rd. It's 2 to go this time by.
He's going to need a big push here, Eric Monaco is.
He's locked up right behind the 15.
Just don't know if he's got enough to get around him. Like see Herman on the charge. We saw her nearly get by the 10 earlier. That car could be a factor.
And McKenzie looking inside of Kupski now. That car won last year.
And we know the 5 car can win here. That was the car that Los Desperio drove the victory lane a year ago. I just don't know if Eric Monaco's got anything here.
I think McKenzie will go it alone if she can. She's got a teammate behind as well.
He's going to try it.
Here we go.
Going to have help. Ooh, boy, almost 4 wide for the back. I believe they'll sort it out. We're coming to the white flag. Coming. Herman wants to go. White flag for Look at
More
Sustry coming back
round.
up. Sustry trying to make a charge. Herman's got a run here.
3/4 of a lap to go to hold on.
Herman has a little bit of a run here off of 2. She's
Right
there.
on him.
Gonna have to be a late move here. If Herman's got anything, she's gonna try it.
Can she get alongside?
She's there. Here we go. Lexi Herman, Ricky Freeman Jr. Who's got enough? Or can Sustry run them both
She's got a
down?
huge run here on the inside.
Sustry's gonna go for it. Lexi Herman into the trioval, coming to the checkers. Sustry to the bottom. Herman got. Oh my goodness.
That was very close at the end for Herman. But she's done it. It's her second career victory in USARC, and it comes at the biggest race of them all.
Oh boy. You gotta feel for Ricky Freeman Jr. So close to finally getting that first career win and about half a lap short.
But we could have had it there. It was looking so likely. But it's
Then
Lexi Herman who takes home one of the biggest prizes in stock car racing, a win at Daytona.
How about Kyler Sustry almost getting back to the 53, coming to the checkers? He came into that last lap, I believe, like 7th.
What a comeback that would have been. Some amazing speed on that car. Really sensational stuff from Kyler Sustry, but he just came up short. And in the end, Evans finished in 16th.
Yeah, not ideal from the car that I think a lot of people thought was going to be the car to beat today. Just not enough there at the end, as everybody pulling into their boxes here. Lexi Herman will go to victory lane. But a very eventful day, a pretty clean day, but a very eventful day in Daytona.
Yeah, very clean, but lots to talk about. Those Fords, as we expected, were fast. RFJ, as expected, was fast, but it was none of them in the end who came home with the victory. It was a Dodge, and it was Lexi Herman. And for the second year running, it's a team. Well, obviously SWR became 555 Engineering. So I think they'll count that as a back-to-back win for that team.
I at least would count it as a back-to-back win for that team. I mean, you know, very good day for them. Obviously, the 5 of Blair McKenzie was up there at the end as well. I believe McKenzie got a top 10 out of all that. So very good day for them on the whole. Kept all 3 cars clean, but obviously a lot of just drama here. I mean, Ricky Freeman Jr., you know, we've talked about just how close he's come to getting that first win, and once again, 1 spot short, one half a lap short.
Yeah, but I feel like you can sense it's coming. He was so close in Duel 2, and he was so close here. RFJ has a lot of potential, and he is only just beginning to show it, really. I think today as well, there was some surprises on the opposite end of the field. Evans, I know he led a lot at the end, but he was really, maybe he just timed it well. He was really nowhere in that first half.
You know, we saw Evans he got the pole, got passed early by his teammate, fell back, then found his way back into the front. Looked like he had it for the win, but then Ricky Freeman Jr. came charging up through there and got stolen at the end. And then obviously Ricky Freeman Jr. himself got stolen right there in the last lap.
Yeah, a very tough break for Ricky Freeman Jr., but an amazing result for Lexi Herman, who ditched Blair McKenzie a lap prior and then timed the run perfectly.
I mean, I think that was the move that she had to make, obviously. I mean, Herman had a really strong car there at the end. She was one of the few cars that looked like she could actually challenge at 10. And, you know, if she could challenge at 10, she could definitely challenge at 15 and made the move, got to work.
Yeah, that's a career-defining move right there. That's a big victory now for Lexi Herman that she can wear proudly.
And obviously, very, very good day for Lexi Herman. There'll be a lot of talk about that 53 team. There'll be a lot of talk about her these next couple weeks here as we get ready to go for the second race of the season in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta last year we ran very clean. A lot of energy that track. It's got a lot of grip on the high side, but also can't get too high or you'll end up in the wall. It's a really tough track to tame for these USARC cars, and we cannot wait to have you there with us. It's going to be a brilliant race. It's longer than last year as well, so there's more action for you. Well, congratulations to Lexi Herman and the 555 Engineering 53 team. Thank you for joining us at Daytona, and until next time.